Hi guys, welcome back to my channel and welcome if you're new. My name's Anna Marie and today we have September's Bookopoly TBR. Before I get into it, I epically failed July's TBR, so I just went with a mood read for August and didn't do a Bookopoly TBR just because I was feeling more audiobook vibes through August, but that also failed too. I did read during August, but not as much as I have been reading. My reading is slowly going down each month, but let's get into the July TBR and see what we had and what I read. So for July we landed on Scroll Goodreads and I picked The Final Offer, which I didn't read. Then we landed on Fantasy and I picked The Darkness Within Us because I should have read it in like June, which I also didn't read. And then finally the book that's not here was Viewer Recommendations. I didn't ask in the community group because I still haven't posted my July TBR Bookopoly video. I asked in a Discord channel. I put a couple of books in there that I wanted to read and people picked Under the Whispering Door, so I started that one. I actually started that one, but I DNF'd it. It's a soft DNF. I might come back to it. It's just my brain wasn't in the mood for that kind of book, so yeah, I just wasn't in the mental headspace for that book. I didn't finish it. Now let's get into September's TBR. We have our board, our cards, dice. Donatello is here waiting on where we left off last time, which is viewer recommendations. So let's get into our rolls. So roll number 1, we have a 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That's mood read. So for roll number 1, we rolled a 6 and landed on mood read. And I don't know if you can see it in this video, but I have like 15 books out of the library that I really need to read and return. So I'm just going to pick one of them to read. Not sure which. Obviously it's a mood read. When it comes to the time, I'll pick something, I will read it, and obviously you will find out in October if I read what I read, because I'm going to read something and I will count that towards my mood read. And roll number 2, we have a 3. 1, 2, 3. That's a romance. For roll number 2, we rolled a 3 and landed on romance, and I have picked The Final Offer because I am determined to finish this series. So I read the first one and I enjoyed it. I gave it 5 stars. I gave 4 stars to the second one, which I didn't enjoy as much because I think Declan was a bit of a pain. I didn't really enjoy him so much, but I really liked Cal in book 2 and I really want to read this, and my sister said that this is the best book in the series, so we'll have to see. So this one is about Cal, who has, well, him and his brothers have to get their inheritance from their granddad, they have to fulfill tasks in their granddad's will, and his task is to spend the summer at like a summer house that his granddad owned that he used to spend time at, and while he's there he I'm assuming bumps into his like summer love from a couple of years prior, Alana. That's all I know, which is just from the back of the book. So yeah, so we get to read more about Cal, we get to see Alana, but this book is huge and that's what's scaring me about it. I do know the chapters are short because you can see here, like the chapters have got like funky, like cute little images on them. Oh, I put that in here because that was July's. It's a book in July and I put a bookmark in it. Ready. Yeah. So that you can see that the chapters are only short. So I don't really know why it's intimidating me so much. But yeah, that is book 2 for September. And for roll number 3, we have a 6 and a double. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That is a community shelf card. And we have, ooh, a fantasy. Nice. For roll number 3, we rolled a 6 and it was a double. And we landed on community shelf and we pulled the fantasy card, which is great because fantasy is my go-to genre. And I have picked, I've got it in here because it was just, I pulled it out and put it in here. So you can't see what the book is, but it is Silver in the Bone by Alexandra Bracken. So yeah, Silver in the Bone by Alexandra Bracken. So this is like an Arthurian legend, which is something I really enjoy reading about. Arthur and Sir Gawain and the Knights of the Round Table. I think that's because it's kind of like a Welsh kind of legend, right? And I live in Wales, so yeah, it's something I really enjoy. So yeah, this is my fantasy pick. I picked this because I got an ARC of The Mirror Beast, which is the second book, and I also have the audio version of this so I can listen to it and read at the same time. So yeah, that is book 3 on my TBR for this month. And for possibly our final roll, we have 5 and 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Read a library book. Nice. For roll number 4, I rolled an 8 and landed on library book. And like I said, oh dude, seriously? The neighbours are doing work on the house. So like I said, I think it was like for roll number 1, I have like 15 library books up there, and I'm looking at them and I'm thinking, which book can I pick to fit with this library prompt? And I went with Lock Every Door by Riley Siegler, because we've got a romance, we've got a fantasy, and up there's only romance and fantasies with one thriller, horror, mystery, whatever this is. I think it's a thriller. I saw somebody reading it for like their 24-hour challenge, or read so many pages or a day prompt thing, and they said they were reading it and it's not one to read at night time. So I thought, let's give it a go. I want to branch out and read different things, not just romance and fantasy. So I picked this one. My friend likes thrillers. She said that Riley Siegler is a good author at thrillers, and you know, it's not too long, and hopefully it's not too scary, because I don't even watch horror films or thriller films because I just don't like them. So yeah, I have no idea what it's about, but Stephen King said if you like Gone Girl, then it's a good book. I haven't read that either, but yeah, I don't know what it's about. I want to go in it completely blind, so I'm not going to have a look and see what it's about. And I can't remember what the booktuber said about the book, so yeah, we're going in blind for this book. So yeah, so that's number 4 for September. And because I always read the Fairy Loot book, so if the book comes in August, I will read it in September, so that I actually hold myself accountable for reading the books. I've just unboxed this. I've just filmed the unboxing for this video. So this is the August book for Fairy Loot, the young adult box. The Girl with No Reflection. I'm not even going to pronounce the author's name because I don't want to butcher it again like I did in the Fairy Loot unboxing video. But this is about a princess called Ying who ends up being paired with a prince called Zhang Lin, and he basically locks her in a room, and the only company she's got is her reflection. So yeah, that's all I know about the book. That's all and the night before her wedding, she ends up like going into an alternate universe and falling in love with the alternate guy there, because in her normal reality, the prince is like cold and stiff, and in the alternate reality he's nice. He's different. So yeah, that's a book that I'm also adding to my TBR as an extra. If I don't finish this, I'm not going to be like hard on myself, because this is just an extra. I don't have to read it. This is just something I would like to read because I really do want to hold myself accountable for reading my Fairy Loot books. So these are my books for September. This is my September TBR. We're not including the fact that we're missing the mood read book, but you will see that in the October video. So yeah, so these are my books for September, and that is all I have for today. If you want to leave your TBR in the comments below, you do that. If you have read any of these books, let me know what you thought of them in the comments below. And that is all from me in this video today. If you like this video, hit like. If you want to see more from me, hit subscribe, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye.